Okay, the song you just heard was called Mango Blues, and it's a slide song, instrumental, in the open tuning C. And this means that the first string of your ukulele has to be tuned down to the same as the outside string, to the G. So we have G, C, G, E, C and G once more. So your C chord is at the 5th fret. But we're not going to fret on this song, it's all slide playing. I'm using a stone slide. This is a ceramic stone slide for the Paloma brand. I don't endorse it, but it's a good slide. And I like the fact that it's tight, you know. I can remove it simply, but it doesn't drop off my finger. I also use a slide on the 3rd finger. Why? Because I think your hand has the most balance there. And I rest my pinky and my middle finger on the slide, so they go along for the ride. And my index finger rests and slides over the string, eliminating the sounds the slide makes behind the strings. For example, you hear the different sounds it makes with the index on the strings or not. It's a muting, a form of muting, so to speak. Okay, then playing slide on the ukulele is a bit difficult. Normally a slide guitar, the strings are a bit raised, so this facilitates playing slide. And I didn't do this with this ukulele, but you have to play a bit careful. Don't push too hard and don't push too soft, otherwise you get those buzzing sounds. But now and then you have some, it's unavoidable. And for this song you need to be able to play with an independent thumb. So the thumb plays the 4th string, the whole time like this. Now I tapped out the 1st verse, and you can download it from my website. You'll find the link in the video description. And I'll go over with you over the other verses. They're not difficult, and they're using many of the elements of the 1st verse, which is tapped out. Okay, so let's start with the first 3 bars. Get my tap here so I do it right. And nice and easy. Yeah, the thumb, don't push too hard. It has to be there, the sound, but don't overpower it. For example, that's too much. Okay, back to the tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we slide into the 5th fret and then open. And this 2nd beat of the 2nd measure, it's 1 pick and open, and then the 3rd string. And we slide back to the 3rd fret and back. And when you remove the slide to go to the 1st string 5th fret, you create automatically a pull-off. In the tab there's pull-off, but you don't have to play it with your right hand. Then we repeat the whole thing. Go to the C7. And here in the tap I tapped it out as on the beat, but you could say that the rhythm sort of stops and then resumes. So back to the C and C7. You can wait a little bit. So we're going to the 5th fret. and then to the 8th fret. Watch what I pick. I pick with 2 fingers at the same time. And back to the 5th fret. And then, oh, sorry, on the 3rd string, you have that slide down to the 3rd fret. And you can wait a little bit there. So, once more. Then the end phrase. And here we put the slide over all the strings. Keep on tamping, doesn't matter. And here again I pick with the 2 fingers, sometimes together. But you can also play. Okay, once more slowly. Now for the second verse we go to the 12th fret and I'll play that lick slowly. So we're sliding to the 12th fret, open, and once more to the 12th fret. 2nd string, 1st string. And 1, 2 strings at the same time. And the first phrase once more. And then to the 15th fret. And we mute by placing the fingers, the picking fingers on the strings. So the whole thing once more, slowly. And this phrase, 11, 12 and 12, 11th fret. Okay, once more. Notice that sometimes when I attack a note, I tilt the slide. I also always keep my thumb on the back of the neck. When I'm doing a vibrato, my hand does like this and the thumb acts like a pivot point. And I attack the note sometimes by turning my hand like this, and when I'm at the highest point, I turn and go back. It makes, if you go simply by putting the slide straight and going back, you have a sound that goes like that and up and down. But with that turning movement, you get up and then it does that and goes down. So you enjoy the highest moment a bit longer. Okay, back to our song. Then we go into to the 5th fret. 2 strings at the same time, 2nd and 3rd. 5th fret. Then the same thing at the 8th fret. And this is the same as is in the first verse. And instead of, now we're going to the 12th fret, open, and the second string. And this is the same as in the first verse, the 8th fret, 7th fret, and 7th fret, and down to the 3rd. So, sorry. So once more, very slow. Okay, now the third verse is also very similar to the first verse, where we did, but the third verse does the first and the second string to the 3rd fret. Okay, now with the bass. Notice the muting also. Make it short. That's the same as the first verse. And here you have the choice, you can, or okay, now the last verse, I'm putting the slide over all the strings and going to the 12th fret. And all the notes I play with 2 fingers on the 1st and 2nd string, or 2nd and 3rd string. So it's, and we do that once more. And between the 2 phrases, that's the same as the second verse, the 8th fret, and down. Notice that I accent the bass. And then to end it, I play this. We do that twice, and then instead of, I'm simply doing 8, 7, 5 on the first 2 strings, and down, and then freely. First string, second string, slide down and pull off, and the 3rd string, slide to the 3rd fret. So, I hope you have fun with this little tune.